Calvary Crusade, marking the commencement of burial activities for the late Akeredolu. Clergymen also offered prayers for the development of Ondo State and Nigeria. Osrc Said Risala reports that Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa led government functionaries and eminent personalities who joined the Akeredolu family at the crusade ground.
Ondo State's Total Recovery Crusade is the first in the series of activities lined up for the burial of late Ondo State Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. The MKO Abiola Democracy Park, venue of the crusade, organized by the Christian Association of Nigeria in conjunction with World Communications Ministries, hosted Christian leaders and faithful. The siblings of late Akeredolu were joined by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa, his deputy Olaide Adelami, former and present government functionaries, and all Progressive Congress party chieftains in the prayer-filled atmosphere. One after another, clergymen took turns to render prayers for the late Arakore Akeredolu, his successor, Governor Aiyedatiwa, Ondo State and Nigeria, with admonition to all to remain steadfast in the way of the Lord.
Though with mixed feelings that we gathered here today to honor the memory of our late governor, Arakore Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, SANCON. His passing has left a void in our hearts, in our states, communities, and every corner of our land.
Ondo State is about to step up. A new dawn is coming upon this state.
Governor Aiyedatiwa, in his address to the congregation, described Akeredolu as one who occupied himself with God-given tasks, living a purposeful life while impacting. The governor appreciated the Akeredolu family for initiating the soul-winning crusade, as late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu is worthy of every celebration.
We gathered here in memory of our late leader and governor, Arakore Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, and through this outreach, this crusade, many lives have been saved and delivered. Our leader that departed, we learned from his life and times. We all agree with me that he lived a purposeful life and he fulfilled purpose in God. That is why we have to learn a lot of legacies behind in the course of his life. And I want to tell you that I, my humble self that is speaking to you, I am one of his legacies.
That for eternal rest of late Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, who joined the Saint Triumphant on 26 December 2023. Sahida Ribisala, Osrc News.
The government has reaffirmed its commitment to constructing more roads in rural areas across the state to boost agricultural activities, productivity, and to sustain agricultural development in the state. No fewer than 200 residential houses and 10 churches and 3 schools in Itobolu, Akure North local government area have been rattled by the rainstorm over the week. Residents of the community are now counting their losses with the hope of government intervention. Osrc's Joe Pius has details.
Residents of Itaobolu in Akure North local government area of Ondo State are lamenting the destruction of their homes and the loss of property which was caused by the rainstorm. The first rain of the year, which fell at about 8 p.m. on Wednesday night and lasted for 30 minutes, affected not less than 200 houses, 10 churches and 3 schools in the community. The houses affected had their walls pulled down, all roofs blown off and electricity poles uprooted. Pa James Oluwatoba, a nonagenarian, Rachel Adeumi, a widow, among other vulnerable people who escaped from being casualties of the rainstorm, narrated their ordeal.
Láti wà nílé mọ́kọ̀ lóògbé ní kọ̀ọ̀ṣẹ́ ẹ̀nẹ̀mí ìtanimọ̀tẹ́ gbatẹ́gùn gbọ̀nfà mi ṣojú ẹ̀yà rẹ̀ mo bá gbé sí ẹ̀mú yẹlé mo ti yẹlu lé mọ́gbọ́n gbáà kọ̀ọ̀kọ̀ kò lọ kò ó gbóde yìí ó gbóforí ó gbé lọ fún òlé ènìyàn nù. Atẹ́gùn wọn àti òjò ó ṣe ti fẹ́ ọkọ̀ gbé ulé àkàrírí rárá nínú omi kété ewu pátá ti bàjẹ́ ó ṣe ti ọkàn pẹ́ká ó gbé lọ ó sì kankan kó kù gbogbo ilé pátá dé kó lọ.
The victims said that no life was lost, as some have started the reconstruction and renovation of affected buildings, while the aged and the poor are calling on government to come to their aid.
Ọbẹ̀ ìjọba kàn ràn mí lọ kàn jàre Ọlọ́run á ràn mí lọ ọ̀rọ̀ àdálà ìlú lé. Kọjọ ní ọkọ mi mẹ́lẹ̀kọ̀rọ̀ kọ́ bá mi bì ọkọ̀ ṣùgbọ́n lọ́kọ mi mẹ́lẹ̀tẹ̀ kan lára rẹ̀ lé mi.
Even my mother and some of my friends who are living together, some were weeping because of when we had the price and the cost of the building materials price. So we want the government to please assist us.
The chairman, Itaobolu Development Town Council, Stephen Ojo, still shocked by the unfortunate incident, said great efforts will be needed to resettle most of the victims who are vulnerable.
We lost over 200 houses here, and our households are in disarray. Pillows, mattresses, foodstuffs got destroyed. Winds blew off all our roofs, and our people are very vulnerable here. We have invited the county government. We have approached philanthropists to come over and help us. We have approached SEMA because it's beyond all of us here. Incidentally, nearly all the buildings that were affected were from vulnerable households. Those who I think cannot or may not be able to put those buildings back together.
Residents call on government and well-meaning Nigerians to lend a helping hand. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Staying with Itaobolu area, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps NSCDC Ondo State Command will tomorrow commence a range classification President Bola Tinubu and state governors have agreed to establish state police in the country The Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO, has The National Bureau of Statistics says the headline inflation rate increased year-on-year by 0.98 percent points to 29.9% in January 2020. The World Health Organization